Hello my love, and thank you so much for joining today's yoga class. We're starting off in a seated position, cross-legged. Close your eyes and just breathe into your belly and out of your mouth. Relax your face. And now bring your left hand onto the mat and stretch your neck. Keep your eyes closed. And just feel that stretch in your neck. We're switching the side and just go so far as it feels comfortable for you. Now, if you are not already, sit on the end of your mat, cross-legged position. Inhale, arms toward the sky. Breathing outward, twist. Inward, coming back to the middle and breathing out, twist to the other side. Inward, into the middle, outward twist. And one more time. And twist. If it's comfortable for you, put your right leg in front of the left, knees towards the mat. If not, stay in that cross-legged position. Inhale, lengthen your spine outward, coming onto the mat, bending forward and resting in that beautiful forward fold. Relaxing your face. Maybe you can come a little bit more forward. Feeling that stretch in your hip and just relaxing into that posture. Now breathing inward, coming back up, and we're switching the side. Left leg in front of the right. Inhale, arms to the sky. Breathing outward, coming onto the mat, folding forward. Resting the forehead onto the mat if that's comfortable for you. If not, just stay where you are as long as you feel a stretch in your hips. Relaxing the face, the jaw, and just breathing slowly in your belly. Breathing inward, coming back up slowly onto all fours, knees and hands. Breathing inward, hollow back, looking upward. Breathing outward into a cat position. Inward, looking up into a cow. Breathing out, rounding your spine, breathing all the air out of your belly, inward up, and do this in your own breathing rhythm. Here you can try to breathe as slowly as you can, just like stretching the spine, the back and the belly. We are meeting in a neutral spinal position and wandering forward with the arms, letting the upper body sink towards the mat. Belly is engaged, core engaged, and we're opening the shoulders, letting the chest sink into the mat, breathing slowly. Relaxing the face and coming upward into our very first downward looking dog. Here we push the hip backward The whole feet are on the ground and we're walking the dog, so one knee is bent and then the other. Now moving forward to a high plank, knees coming onto the mat, upper body follows down and breathing inward into a cobra. Breathing out, coming back into a downward looking dog. Breathing in, left leg goes up into the sky. Breathing out, the leg comes between your hands into a pigeon position. Grabbing your back foot and moving it towards your glute, stretching the hip flexor and leaning the upper body forward onto the mat. Relaxing here into this pose, feeling your body melting into the mat. One more breath and inward, coming back up, outward, downward dog. Inward, right leg goes up, outward between your hands, pigeon pose onto the other side. Take your foot and push it towards the glute, bending forward and sinking into the mat, breathing slowly and just feeling that stretch. Coming slowly up into a downward looking dog, hips going back, and then we're walking with slow steps, the feet towards the hands, forward fold. Grab your elbows, or if you want more, interlace your fingers and stretch your neck as well. You can move your head, say like yes or no. Slowly release and coming in a rounded spine upward, breathing inward and breathing outwards, lean towards the right side. Inward to the middle and outward to the left. And then coming all the way back down, forward fold. Place your hand in front of the mat and coming to downward facing dog. Breathing in, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Breathing out, leg between the hands, inward high lunge. Hands reaching high and making sure your core is engaged. No hollow back here, ribs are inward, belly button inward. Now the left arm comes down and we're leaning to the left side with the upper body. Core stays engaged, and then we're really feeling the stretch in the hip flexor. Coming back in the middle, turning your right foot to warrior 2, opening the hips, breathing inward, leaning back, devoted warrior. Breathing out, coming forward, opening the hip. Side angle pose. If your elbow is on your knee, that's totally fine. Coming back upward, devoted warrior, warrior 1. Hands back down on the mat, downward facing dog, pushing your hip backwards. Breathing in, right leg comes high. Breathing out, foot between the hands, coming upward, warrior 1. Arms reaching into the sky. Proud posture, belly engaged. We're leaning to the right side, core engaged, hips staying square, and just reopening the hip flexor here. Coming back into the middle, opening up to Warrior 2. Arms staying in one line, and then Devoted Warrior, leaning backward and coming to the front, extended side angle posture. You can keep your elbow on your leg here and just really stretching the side of the body and the hip. Coming backward to the Devoted Warrior, breathing inward, Warrior 1, and coming back down on your mat, Downward Facing Dog. Pushing the weight backwards and then coming with very small steps to the hands. The feet are working to the hands, forward fold. And then here we're staying one more time. If you want, grab your elbows, relaxing the spine. It's okay if you want to bend your knees here. It's not about how far you come, it's about just releasing the tension in your spine. And then from here, coming to sitting onto your mat, legs in front of you, and now we're bending the right leg. Breathing in, hands towards the sky. Breathing out, leaning in front of your leg. And just releasing every tension of your back. It's okay if you don't come forward as much. If you feel that your back is rounding too much, you can always bend your left leg as well. And just breathing slowly here. Relaxing your face and breathing in, coming up. We're switching the sides, inward, arms high. Breathing out, leaning forward. Sitting forward fold, half side. And just releasing every tension of your face, your jaw. And breathing slowly here. It's not about how far you lean forward, it's about releasing the tension in your back. Slowly coming back up. And we're coming to the butterfly forward fold. So the soles of your feet are touching each other and we're bending forward again. Here you can round your back a little bit. And keep in mind, it's not about how far you come. It's about surrendering that yin posture. Maybe you want to walk your hands a little bit more forward or staying here. And then coming all the way back up. And we're coming to the lying posture. A lying twist. So we're putting the hips slightly to the left and twisting the left leg to the right and watching to the left. So you can put your knee to the floor or just a little bit upwards. It doesn't matter. Here you can also breathe into your belly again. Opening the chest and the hip. This is the last posture in this sequence, and you can just relax, knowing that you already worked through it. Coming backward to the middle, switching sides, so the hip comes slightly to the right and the right leg comes to the left and the head looks to the other side, so it's a twist. Here again, from the chest to the hip, and the whole spine gets really elongated. Every tension in your spine is really vanishing here. And we're coming slowly to our last posture, which is Shavasana. And we're just lying on the mat. And here really releasing everything, closing the eyes and just breathing into your belly. Feeling your feet getting really heavy your calves, your knees, sinking into the mat, your hamstrings, your whole legs are so heavy and relaxed. Your hip is super relaxed and light. Your belly, your spine, your shoulders, your neck, your face is so relaxed. And you can stay in this meditative state how long you want. I am so happy that you joined and thank you so much. I wish you all the best, a wonderful day, and just love and light. Namaste.